such an idiot. What am I even doing? Oh.
Alisa?
Oh, Reen. Well, what are you doing out here? Did you eat too much?
My mouth says no, but my stomach's thinking yes. You doing okay? You seem a bit unsteady there.
Nothing like that. I'm just feeling a little out of it. I'm just going to stay out here for a while and get some fresh air. Then I'll be Whoa! Sorry about that.
See? What did I tell you? We've been riding all day. I'm not surprised you're feeling tired. Riding a horse really takes it out of you.
I guess you're right. Why didn't that occur to me before?
Hey, Alisa, look up at the sky.
Huh? Oh, wow!
You know, I didn't even notice it last night because we turned in so early. But now that we know, if you're out here to get some air, better to take in the starlight than look at the ground, right?
You're right. My father was a technician. 8 years ago, he passed away. My family was never really the same after that. Mother was director of the company back then. She focused all of her energy on making the Rhineford Group even bigger. She used to treasure our family, but after that, it's like she could barely spare a thought for us.
Oh. She did seem like a talented businesswoman when we met her. Well, more than talented to run the Rhineford Group.
What you saw in River Station was just a watered-down version of her normal intensity. We'd be able to have dinner together maybe once every 3 months, and that's being generous. But at least I wasn't alone. Grandfather and Sharon were always there for me.
That's how it was, huh? I guess you've known Sharon for a long time then.
Yeah, my mother hired her about 7 years ago. Being a Rhineford and all, I never had many people I could really call friends when I was young. The nobles looked down on me, of course, but the common people treated me like I was different from them, too. At least with my grandfather and Sharon around, I never felt totally alone. Grandfather introduced me to all kinds of different hobbies, like horseback riding and playing the violin. Sharon taught me self-defense and archery, and all the high society etiquette expected of a lady. Meanwhile, my mother kept expanding the company completely against the wishes of my grandfather, the chairman.
I see. Though, hasn't Rhineford always been a big industrial company?
Kind of, yeah. Even back then, they took on projects in all fields, from steel mills to railway construction to guns and tanks. It's not surprising there are people out there who like to call the company a merchant of death. I can't say I completely agree with that side of the company, but I've never felt embarrassed or ashamed about it. But a few years ago, the Rhineford Group finally went too far.
What do you mean?
Those 2 railway guns set up in Gorelia Fortress on the eastern edge of the Empire? You know about those, right?
Yeah, I've heard of them. They're supposed to have the longest range of any orbital cannon in the world.
I've only seen their spec sheets, but the destruction they're capable of is terrifying. Erebonia's still fighting with Calvert over Crossbell, and those guns are capable of targeting any point in Crossbell State. In just a couple hours, they could wipe Crossbell City and its 500,000 citizens off the map.
No way. That's way beyond being a weapon of war. More like an instrument of massacre.
I couldn't agree more. And neither could my grandfather, who supervised their construction. Even though my mother was the one who signed off on the project, my grandfather regretted it like the decision was his. As he was hesitating over whether to hand them over to the Imperial Army, my mother betrayed him.
What?
She went behind his back and secured the support of all of Reinford's major shareholders. Everyone from Ruhr's ruling lord Marquis Ragnar to the top brass of the Imperial Army was on her side. In the face of such overwhelming pressure from all sides, my grandfather was forced to capitulate. He stepped down as chairman, and my mother wasted no time taking his place. That's when my grandfather decided to leave the company entirely, and me. I thought I'd at least have Sharon on my side, but she just did whatever my mother told her to do. It's been 5 years since then already.
Oh. I think I get it now. Why she gets under your skin, I mean. It's not so much what your mother did, but how it ended up tearing your family apart.
Yeah. I couldn't believe my mother would betray her own father. I couldn't believe grandfather would take it without fighting back. I couldn't believe Sharon, who'd always supported me, watched it all happen without a word of protest. It really drove it home to me, how big the Reinford group was now, and how small I was. I hated realizing it had become so large that corporate interests were stronger than family ties. Looking back, I guess that's when I decided I'd leave home and enroll in the academy. Even when I ran, I couldn't go far enough to escape my mother's shadow, or the Reinford name. Then I come here and find my grandfather happily enjoying a whole new life without a care in the world. When I stepped outside, I was feeling so lost, so frustrated, wondering what I'd been doing all this time. But it's kind of strange, you know? I look up at the stars and it feels like I can escape the gravity of everything. I think I'm finally starting to understand why my grandfather chose to leave it all behind and move out here in the first place.
You really are strong, Alisa. Stronger than you realize. You were finally ready to talk about it, about your family and the company and everything. So, maybe you found what you were looking for to move past that, right?
Maybe you're right. But I don't think I would have been able to if I hadn't enrolled at the academy. Meeting everyone in Class 7, the lacrosse club, you... I'm a better person for it. Your support has already made a difference. So, thanks. Thanks for worrying about me. And thanks for reminding me to look up, not down.
Anytime. Though, truth be told, I came to check on you because Emma asked me to. Sorry to ruin the moment.
I thought that might be the case. Oh well, there's always next time. It's kind of strange to hear you tell me I'm strong, because I could say the same thing about you. You always seem to get thrust into the role of leader, someone we can count on to keep us on track.
I guess running errands on all my free days is really helping me buckle down. Still, I feel like I've got a long way to go, especially when I keep running from myself.
Huh?
Remember back in Celtic? I said that I came to the academy to find myself. But sometimes, I wonder if maybe I just wanted to get away. From my family, from myself.
Oh. Do you not get along well with your family?
Oh, I do. I'm not their real son, but my parents always loved me like I was. My sister and I, we've had our differences, especially lately, but we still get along pretty well. No, the problem's just with me.
Reen. Still, I suppose the fact you were finally ready to talk about it means that maybe you found what you were looking for to move past that, right? Who'd have thought I'd have the chance to feed you your own good advice so soon? I can't believe you can just say things like that with a straight face. Maybe being on the receiving end every now and then will do you some good.
All right, you got me. I admit defeat. But yeah, I guess I'm starting to figure things out in my own way. Maybe enrolling at Thor's was the first thing I'd done right in a long time. I ended up in Class 7. And now, all of us are out here like this, spending time together.
Yeah, I like that. I hope the things we learned during our field studies can help us all make a difference in the world. So, wait, all of us?
You two were gone so long that we started to get a little worried.
No way! How long have you been listening?
Still, I suppose the fact that you were finally ready to talk about it means that maybe you found what you were looking for to move past that, right?
Stop! Reen, he was the one who said it first. I was just repeating it back to him.
Oh, Alisa, there's nothing to be embarrassed about. Honestly, you touched my heart.
I apologize for eavesdropping on you, but at the same time, I'm kind of glad I did.
How did I end up in the middle of this anyway? Fine, if that's how you want to play it. None of you are getting any sleep until you've shared all your most embarrassing secrets.
What? I don't...
You wish.
Seems like you did well.
Honestly, I feel like she helped me more than I helped her. Hey, guys?
Hmm?
This is a really beautiful place.
Yeah, ain't it?
Ooh, you're moving up in the world. I've got a little reward here for you.
Okay, I apologize for that. Having a little audio problem.
Keep up the good work.
But that was a great scene between him and Alisa. That's why I said he doesn't get big time scenes like that with everybody. Like none of the other girls have scenes like that. Like that deep. Okay. So it's a pretty great scene between him and her. Oh, what was that? Oh no. All right. Okay, we're gonna save right here. Let's see here. Boy, they done some eating on this trip, huh? That's how it always should be. Oh yeah. I don't even remember this monster. Which one? Which monster is this? Hmm. Yeah, my early in the vid, I was trying to I had some audio problems, and because my when I started up recording, I noticed it didn't get the little scene where he was working on the car. So that's my fault. But it was just him like tinkering with the car. You don't really show him doing anything else. It's just him doing a little bit on the car. Then it cuts to the them eating the dinner and everything, and my audio started messing up. I was like, what the hell is going on? So during that scene with them eating and her and Rowene and Alisa talking, I just kept it muted because I was trying to fix the problem. So that's why you didn't really hear me say much in between then. There it goes. Shit hit the fan. Where's the dude's eyes at? Shit. Oh man. Well, it's like, hey, it look like it's about to go down. Oh boy. Just in case. Where is this monster located? I don't even remember what this damn thing is. Oh yeah, okay. What the hell is the monster? Oh, that's right. The north. Okay, the north is unavailable. I'm tripping. I'm like, damn. My bad. Yeah, you probably got a point. So. Guess we'll find out. I don't know why I always shake the screen when he says right, when everybody says right.
Yeah.
So I think here, yeah, here you can still like fight monsters and stuff like that, but I think you're limited in where you can go because they trying to get everybody to come up here. Y'all really just don't understand how, like,
That's one of the Imperial Army's airships.
where
This situation is
there go
looking
one.
worse by the minute.
We need to hurry.
y'all don't understand how long this part of this game actually is with everything that you have to do.
Those are armored cars from the Imperial Army.
Damn.
This part is very, very long without all the corners I've cut. This dude might have just walked into the scoop of the century. How the hell did we get here before he did? Oh, okay. He conducted the sweep. Well, here it is. Yep. Well, horse's eyes never blink. Oh man. Now you know this is a video game. Because if that was the army saying, get your ass out of here, get on that train, their ass will already be on the train before they can even ask that question. Everything else is secondary. It's a decent amount of time. Oh.
Thank you. Really, I appreciate it more than you know.
It's no big deal, honestly.
I agree with Alisa. We're classmates after all, and more than that, we're friends.
Well, this is clearly of great importance to you.
I know you want to protect your people, but that's not the only reason you're doing this, is it?
You got me. It ties back into why I accepted the Lieutenant General's recommendation and entered the Academy too. I'm sure each of you feels the same about your own homes, but I love this land with all my heart. The wind racing across the highlands, the vast mountain peaks, the clear blue of the sky. The breathtaking beauty of the rising sun, the melancholy of the sunset, the twinkling of the stars in the twilight. I love everything about this land of Nord. It's part of who I am.
Wow. I guess it hadn't sunk in how much Nord means to you.
I'm certainly attached to Ruhr, but
I can't think of anyone else who would state their love for their homeland so poetically.
If you love it so much, why did you leave it behind? If you truly love Nord, if Nord is such a part of you, what is it that drove you to enroll in a military academy in a foreign land so far away?
Good question.
I'm not surprised you'd find it strange. To be honest, I'm still not totally sure what compelled me to do it. Back when I was a kid, the Republican Army built a base in the Eastern Plains, and the Imperial Army responded in kind with their watchtower. It's made me more uneasy with every passing year. Years ago, a traveling priest from the Septian Church taught me all about the history of the continent. One thing that stood out to me was just how many lives have been lost during the conflicts between the major powers. Another major theme was just how profound of an impact the Orbital Revolution had on people's lives. Even the concepts of time and distance have changed so much. It made me realize a sad truth, one that kind of scares me even now. That there was no guarantee my homeland could stay at peace forever. That one day, it might be drawn into outsiders' conflicts and be occupied and redistricted into oblivion.
Makes sense. So he has like a really great reason for wanting to, well, join up with the military. You know, not even really probably to join the military, but to get the teachings and see how they operate so that he could, you know, learn. You know, some people will probably look at that and be like, oh, he trying to be a spy or some shit like that. But, I mean, what better to know what's going on than to get right in the thick of it? He got right in the middle of it to see exactly how everybody operates and why they're fighting and why this happens or that
I
happens.
can't believe you were thinking about such weighty things even as a kid.
Yep.
So then, you joined the Academy in order to learn more about the outside world that posed a threat to your homeland?
Right.
Yeah, something along those lines.
It's actually pretty genius.
When I realized how afraid I was, I knew I couldn't close my eyes. I wanted to do something, anything, to protect this land.
A lot of people would be afraid to do that. They'd be like, I don't want to go there just in case.
As luck would have it, I met the Lieutenant General. He's the one who told me about Thor's military academy. One thing led to another, he offered me a recommendation, and before I knew it, I took him up on his offer. So there I was, green as grass, heading off
Green
to
as
study
grass.
abroad despite having no clue what life in the Empire was like. Thinking back on how it all came together, what you said is probably what I was thinking back then.
Honestly, I've yet to hear a student offer a more galvanizing reason than yours for enrolling at the academy.
I have to agree. I don't know too many people who love their home so much that they leave it behind to find a way to protect it.
it's not a sentiment I can imagine
guy
many Erebonians feeling, that's for sure. But I think I finally understand.
Alisa?
Just an idle thought. But having heard Gaius pour his heart out to us, there's no way we can just walk away from this. Not after the people of Nord gave us such a warm welcome and treated us like family.
Indeed, I couldn't have asked for more.
Agreed. We'll get to the bottom of what's going on here and stop war from breaking out.
Nord may not be our home, but it's still an important neighbor. I'll do what I can to aid you.
Thanks, all of you. Really, thank you.
All right. Okay, I think on this part you have to speak to a couple of the soldiers. And then you kind of come together and decide on, I think, what happened. I think it's like two or three questions. This game really made me see that the war was gonna eventually come between both of them, anyways. At some point, anyway. Okay. Right. I think there's like 3 people. Is it 3? That's like 4, okay. So you come over here and yeah, shouldn't that thing be destroyed? Just being, you know, just asking. Right. Let's talk to this guy. Oh yeah, the homeboy that died. Started at 3. Remember that because I think that's one of the answers. Okay. Now, why didn't he tell them that? Why didn't he tell Zex that? Think about that. Think about how much time this one guy could have saved by saying, "Yeah, man, that shit didn't come from over there. It came from over on this side, and they got exploded. Something exploded on their base at the same time." This is crazy. Right here. Nope. Okay. One more. Hmm. Sabotage. 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 Let's analyze what we learned. Attack. The time of the attack happened. What time did the actual attack happen on the Watchtower? It was 3 a.m. According to Lieutenant. Both sides took heavy damage. Most likely scenario. Correct. Yes. Yes. She is referring to the weapon that was used because remember she said it was a mortar. Or as some of my friends used to call it when I played shooting games, motars. She's like, that is not what the hell it's called. Man, I'm gonna set up the motar, man. Like with the what? The motar, man. Shoot the motar over there. I think it's called mortar. No, I'm pretty sure it's motars. I hadn't played a good FPS in a while. Now I think about it. Got Call of Duty, but the campaign was great on that Call of Duty. I just hadn't really jumped on it online and had no time. We need to know where the attack was launched in the first place. This is where her smarts comes in. She said it like so casually. Right. Yay, we got him right. She is smart. All right. Okay.
Yeah!
We are going to go right over here. This is where it was from. So there's like a little torn piece of ladder right there. Oh no, maybe it's just rolled up. I'm tripping. It's not torn. Like if you was gonna create a conspiracy between a few people, well, or two countries, why the hell would you leave a rope ladder? Ridiculous. Boy, if this girl wasn't here. Like, girl, your aim need to be true. Yeah, you saw that, right? You seem to have the makings of a crayon. Nobody saw Emma do that. I bet somebody did. Quick draw, Lisa. Alright. Like whoever did this was like an idiot. Why would you leave a road flatter here? And then they actually left the damn mortars. Like, why would you leave them here? If you're trying to disguise the shit, that's just retarded. Yep. Well, I tell you the truth, just an idiot who did that.